So earlier I did mention that I had a semi-eventful morning message. Well, so earlier I did mention that I had kind of a semi-eventful morning. I got a crazy text message. Well, I'll just read it to you. It's from B1, and she texts me, and I get it first. First, it comes in, "I'm okay." I'm like, "What?" So immediately you're like, "What happened?" You're worried that something is going on, and then the next is, "But I passed out at work." And I replied back, I was like, "Good morning. What? From what?" And she said, "We were docking puppy tails and removing their dew claws, and it made me so woozy, and I just dropped." And I said, "Holy yit." And she said, and this blew my mind, "They are awake for it, and it just made me so uncomfortable." So, thankfully, when she passed out, there was somebody there at her work that was able to kind of um, help her not fall, and like they just kind of caught her basically and helped her go to the ground. That way she didn't bang her head on anything or anything like that. So that's good news. That was a little crazy to get a text message this morning saying that she passed out. So I'm glad to hear that she's okay and she didn't crack her head open or anything like that. But the thing that like kind of blew my mind was that they dock puppy tails and cut dew claws off without putting these dogs out. And if you don't know what docking a tail is, that's like if you for a French bulldog, for example, they have a long tail, but the they do what is it, the breeding industry or whatever, they want these to be designer dogs that look a certain way. They actually will cut the tails off to be shorter. That's what docking a tail is. Um, and first off, I didn't really even think her office did that. I didn't think they did decline, but maybe they do, and maybe B1 just isn't in the office for it or whatever, or doesn't do those appointments, which surprised me that you would be in these appointments, that they do this to these dogs while they're awake. I don't know if they give them some sort of local. I didn't really ask because the visual of it was just awful because I felt so bad for her. She was telling me how she's got to physically hold these dogs while they're snipping off their tail. And then, like, you know, that little extra claw that a dog will have, it's called a dew claw, that little extra thing they have down there. They cut that thing off. Like, they just snip, like, right it off. And I imagine they just cauterize it shut and it stops the bleeding. And, oh, sorry, I'm spitting everywhere. And, yeah, I was just blown away to know that they were doing that like that in vet offices. And it's funny, I see Christina's, she sent a message in the chat. She said, "I grew up on a farm and we used to cut the balls out of baby pigs while they were awake. I never passed out." And that's the thing. I know she did witness that. She did when she was in vet tech school, B1. They had they had to go to a farm for a while. And when they'd go to these farms, she watched them like just cut balls right off of bulls and lambs and stuff. You know, just while they're awake and just, you know, because they're not even cauterized. I think they just got some sort of clamp on them that just keeps it shut. So yeah, I don't know if it was just maybe because she was seeing it doing it to these little dogs, or because they're whining and screaming while she's holding it, or it's wiggling, but she said all of it was just too much and she couldn't handle it, and she bit it. So I was kind of surprised. Again, that they do this like this. I gotta be honest with you. I wish they would just I think they should get rid of declawing and get rid of docking tails and all that stuff and cutting off ears. I hate all that shit. I don't understand why vet offices I understand they need to make money, and it's kind of like cosmetic surgery for an animal, but human beings make the decision. It's an elective decision to get the cosmetic surgery. These animals don't they're not electing to do this. They're being forced to do it by the owners. So I'm not sure how I really feel about vet offices doing that. It almost makes me feel like if you want to do that kind of stuff, you should be a specialty vet office that just does declawing ears, dew claws, and then the tail docking, all of it. It's just so disgusting to me. And it's these poor animals. And I don't think it's for their health. I mean, I used to be against dogs getting neutered because I thought it was, it's taking their manhood away. But then I learned from B1 that most animals, if you don't get them spayed or neutered, they end up getting cancer. They have a way higher risk of cancer, especially bigger dogs. So I guess I'm kind of all for that now. It makes sense. And it helps control the pet population, right, Bob and Drew? I was kind of against that for a while, the longest time, but now I understand the purpose of it. It actually is a health benefit to them. But this other shit, cutting up these animals like this, I can't handle it. So, and Carrie's in there saying, I could never, this conversation is grossing me out. This is from the girl who picked up a dead deer legs off the side of the road and put them on her boyfriend's front porch as an act of revenge. Now, which I did find pretty funny because I did see an article earlier today where there was a viral post where a girl broke up with a guy, and the post went viral because when they broke up, she sent him a picture of a box of like a roll of trash bags, and it said you could try one on, if it doesn't fit, you could get a bigger one. Meaning like he's a piece of trash or he's garbage. And I thought to myself, I laughed out loud and I went, that went viral? Man, I should have done a better job posting what Carrie did to try to get that to go viral, because to me that's a lot more interesting and a lot better revenge, or it's certainly a lot crazier revenge, what Carrie did, than this stupid garbage bag thing. It's just like, how many people have broken up with somebody and said, you're garbage? Like almost everybody. And it's funny, it reminded me of a story that my mom told me when I was younger about a guy getting revenge on an ex. This guy is absolutely insane. It was when I worked at a gyro shop. This guy was one of the, I was like probably, I think I was 18 or 19. I was living with my parents. I was partying all the time. I got this job at a gyro shop where it was like through a family friend. So I actually got to be the manager. So they gave me keys to this place. So I was able to open and close it. So I literally would get to this place. I would open the door. I'd walk in, turn around, relock the door, never turn on any of the lights or anything, walk right in the back, clock in, and start sleeping right on top of the freezer that was in the back. Literally lay on top of the freezer because I was horribly hungover or had not gone to sleep the night before because I was partying all night. And then I would sleep the first 2 hours until right before the lunch rush, and then I would open up the restaurant and frantically start doing all of the stuff that needed to be done, all the prep and getting gyros turned on and heated up and all that stuff. Well, there was an assistant manager that worked at this place from time to time, and he would like work when I wasn't working. And one day they asked me to go in on one of my shifts when I wasn't supposed to because this dude got fired. And my mom my mom also like did part-time work there too, because it was, again, through a family friend, through one of her friends, through the family. And so she was telling me that she was so glad the guy got fired because he was such a weirdo. And I said, why is he such a weirdo? I always thought he was kind of a normal dude, whatever. He was kind of a dick to work with, but he was a normal guy. Well, it turns out that when this dude, his girlfriend broke up with him, after they broke up, this guy broke back into her house and took all of her clothes out of her closet and threw them on her bed, and took a leak all over her clothes, just whizzed all over them. So I was thinking, boy, talk about crazy ways to get revenge on an ex. 844-HIT-TUM, 844-448-3862. If you can top that revenge story, let me Whoa. Hello. Welcome to Another Dumb Show. I'm Another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining us this evening on issue number 80 of Another Dumb Show. Thank you for streaming on my tube tonight. Feels so good to have you guys here with me, streaming on my tube. You know how much I love having you guys here with me tonight. I hope you guys had a wonderful day today. My day was great. I had a nice, eventful day. I tried to, I don't know if you guys saw on the camera when it first cut over here. When we first opened up, it cut to this camera shot right here of my babies. There's Bean Arena there. Hey, sweetie, get your toy there. And then there's Clark off in the corner. But in the middle, it's a little hard to see, but that is a Pulsar frisbee. I thought that I would spend the day today training my dog how to play frisbee. This dog is not interested one bit in learning how to play frisbee. She did not give a shit about it. She wouldn't even touch it. She wanted nothing to do with that goddamn frisbee. I was so disappointed. I was looking forward to it so much. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I don't have her there. I was so pumped for this. I thought this was going to be like my new thing. Because I've been looking for things to do with her, because just going for a walk is boring to me. You know what I mean? I want to do some stuff with her. And she'll do fetch every once in a while, but just kind of every once in a while. But she's such a rooter. All she wants to do is go root around and go sniff and look for stuff and crap all over the place. It drives me freaking crazy. So that's why we can't even go for walks, because every time 10 seconds she's stopping and rooting and rolling around in another dog's pee. It drives me crazy. Secret ADS Mod says, she's too tiny for that big old thing. It's probably scary. I think you're probably right. It is pretty big. And, and a couple times I threw it, and I kept trying to like just throw it next to her a little bit, like to see if she would just see it and go grab it, because it like would catch her attention. No, just scared the shit out of her when it would land right in front of her. She would just turn and run the other way. Couple times she actually started to run, and I threw it, and it just hit her, and she just looked at it and ran. It startled her, and she ran away from it. So that is that's it for the I think the frisbee training. I think it's too big. I got to get one of those small ones. Crooked Orchid said it looks like a UFO landing on her head. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it looked like, I think. Like Pilot X with the big thing over his head. So, what was I just going to say here? Oh, Strawberry Charlie. Shout out to my dude. He was first in chat today, so just want to give him a little bit of love. Somebody said, I don't know what brat means by less peanut butter. I don't know if you're inferring that I put peanut butter on my... I don't need to put peanut butter on me to get kisses from my dog, okay? My doggy loves me. Nugget Man says, Darla does not seem like a frisbee kind of dog. This dog, though, she can jump, man. She can get up. So, I mean, for a little dog, obviously, she's, relative to her tiny size. But, I mean, she can get her own body height. She can leap it almost like 10 feet, or 10 times her own body height. It's crazy how high she can jump. So, I thought maybe some frisbees would be fun. But I did see there's like a soft little toss disc you can get. So maybe I'll try one of those and see if that will help, because as of right now, I don't think that that's going to do any good with this big thudding ass frisbee banging into her. And speaking of thudding and banging, before I muted the mic, I did hear some noise over there. What's going on? My main man Mikey's back. What's up, dude? How are you?
What's up, buddy? How you doing today?
How you feeling, bro?
I feel like shit.
Still feeling like shit? I know you were, yesterday was a rough day for you. You got bee stings and...
Lost my debit card, bee stings.
Oh, you lost your debit card yesterday too? You didn't even mention that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I didn't. Lost my debit card earlier in the day. I think it fell out of my wallet when I was opening it up someplace. And then the 3 bee stings, the 2 EpiPens, a bunch of Benadryl, and here I am. Your mic's dead.
Sorry about that. Did you end up getting any sleep at all?
No, dude.
Nothing?
Those EpiPens keep me awake. It was all a little bit of sleeping like I was doing on the show. I fall asleep for 10, 15 minutes and wake back up.
And pop
I
back
haven't
up
slept in
again?
over 24 hours.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, all right. So it should be an eventful evening tonight. Hopefully, you'll be able to stay with it throughout the whole night.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got no Benadryl or nothing in me this time, so.
Okay, good. Well, that's good. I'm glad because yeah, people were worried about you, man. I got some emails coming in.
Mikey's back on the smack.
No, that's not what that was what some of the people in the chat were saying yesterday. A few of the people, but no, John right here just said, "Hey Dom, I'm writing you an email. I was concerned for Mikey watching last night's show. I became very concerned for Mikey and is nodding off during the show. I hope you've checked in on him today. I did enjoy the football talk yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the Browns. Sorry, I'm a Steelers fan through and through. Well, nobody's perfect." And he said, "I'm looking forward to talking football every week." So yeah, we'll definitely talk some football.
Oh yes.
Amanda asked. So yeah, see, they're just concerned for your well-being more than anything. Amanda says, "Yo, Dom, love the show. Wanted to wish a happy birthday to the dude today. Oh, it's Carrie's birthday. A happy birthday to the dude, Carrie. I didn't realize it was her birthday." She also asked, "I wanted to ask what you thought of the Browns game last night. I see the refs left off right where they were last year. I can't stand these roughing the passer calls. Anyways, love you guys." Amanda, not Amanda from the chat, different Amanda. I honestly, going to tell you the truth, I didn't really watch much of the game. It's just so boring to me, the preseason stuff. It just really doesn't do much for me. And I started doing something else after the show last night. I can't remember what I did, but I started doing something else, and I was kind of like, I don't know if B1 came over last night, maybe we were hanging out. I don't know. This new stuff I have, man, it's super strong. I still have, I wish I would have bought more of it because it's some super fire and it kicks my ass. And now I'm having like short-term memory loss because I think she was here last night. Can't really remember. I don't know. So, yeah, I think she stopped by. Anyway, so, all right, well, good. I'm glad to see that you are up and moving and you're doing well. Well, not doing well. You're still struggling, but you're awake.
I didn't make it through. I didn't make it through a work day today. I made it till like 10:45, 11 o'clock, and I called him and I was like, "Listen, I'm too tired to be doing this driving around."
Last night you were contemplating calling off ahead of time. That way you wouldn't have to deal with any of that kind of stuff. What made you change your mind?
Yeah, I woke up in the morning and I didn't feel horrible.
No, I mean, last night you were going to do a preemptive call off, like, guys, I know tomorrow.
And then I woke up in the morning and I was feeling all right. It's what I always do. Like they know. Like even the woman that schedules in the office told my manager this morning, she was like, "He might start the day, but there's no way he's finishing the day." And sure enough, I finished 2 jobs. They know what happens. I mean, shit,
Yeah.
My body goes through, it's a traumatic experience. I had a toxin in my body that was trying to kill me and I just overpowered it with a plethora of drugs.
Yeah, I hear you. Those bee stings are no joke. I'm not allergic to bees, but I for whatever reason, I just think I'm sensitive to them. And when I get stung,
They swell up and get itchy and stuff.
no, I can feel the venom in my veins. I can actually feel whatever they shot into me. I feel it move through my veins. It's the oddest thing. It like wherever it is, right around there, I kind of start to feel it moving out in the different directions, and it's this weirdest sensation. But no, the only bugs I hate bugs more than anything. That's why I don't really go outside much. Like honestly, I really avoid going outside because I just don't. I really hate bugs more than anything. Like today I came after I went outside with her playing frisbee we were out there for 15, 20 minutes. I came inside and I was so itchy and I like thinking that I had something like tickle my ankle. I thought I had a tick on me. The wind blew and I didn't. There was no tick. There's nothing. It's just me being a fucking psycho because I just am a weirdo and I don't like bugs. They creep me out that much that it ruins outside.
Bugs too. It's not like, yeah, that'd be horrible. Like
it's the worst.
Nothing really bothers me out there. Shit, I'm deathly allergic to bees, and bees don't even scare me that much.
I don't like them. I don't like any of them. I don't like the one I am sensitive to though are mosquitoes. Like normal people get like a little like, a little pea-sized bump. I get like big quarter-sized bumps. So I might be mildly allergic to mosquitoes or something, but they really like. I'm a big, especially when I was fat, I was a big glowing red fucking infrared target for them and they ate me alive. So like I see people on those Naked and Afraid shows I don't know how they do it. Like, I don't know how they sit there and get bit by 1,000 mosquitoes all night long and don't itch
Yeah, and
themselves to death or die just from going crazy. I would
the
slit my wrist.
mosquitoes don't bother me like that. I don't get bit by mosquitoes when I'm outside.
Phew, man. They eat me up. They love.
Probably
Must be
see
something about my.
you should probably stop wearing deodorant.
That's probably what it is. I'm so sweet, baby. They just can't stay away from me. I attract
Yeah,
all of them.
mosquitoes come around me. I smell like shit. They just fall over and die.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah. Speaking of that, when those bees bit you, did you like have to like smack them or they stung you? Did you
That's
like?
what happens. It flew in through the window. I heard it hit the mirror. When you're driving in a work van like that,
Uh-huh.
you can always hear when a bug like hits the mirror right next to you, and it sends you into a little bit of panic because you can't see it. And I heard it. It was clear as day. Thud right on there. I was like, oh, that was a bee. So I started looking around, nothing, and like 30 seconds later, I felt something on the back of
Ah.
my neck. I thought it was my hair, and I reached back there,
Fuck.
and I didn't really slap. I just kind of like felt it. And
Ah.
I pinched it with my fingers and
Whoa.
it stung the back. As soon as it stung, I let it go. It fell down and it got stuck like
And stung
between
you.
my back and the seat halfway again.
Oh my
Stung me
god,
again. So then I leaned forward and it fell down to my ass crack and got me a third time on my ass crack.
dude. That is my. I would have crashed the. I would have flipped that van trying to get that thing away from me. I would have jumped out of the seat and just stopped driving. And especially because I can move inside one of those trucks or vans, I would have just dove out the door. I think at that point, I would have freaked out. Oh my God. My dad had a bee fly inside his motorcycle helmet one time and he had to dump out his bike and it said it's one of the only times he ever crashed. He slid out and just let it go so he could get the helmet off his head quick enough.
Yeah.
Because he said he could feel it like going towards his ear. Ugh. Ugh. It fucking grosses me out so much.
I was so panicked. There was nothing I could do. And then before I do anything else, before I can find the bee or anything, I know I've been stung. So I got to find the EpiPen and hit myself with that like lickety split.
Ugh. Ugh. Braps just said the same thing. He had a yellow jacket flying to his motorcycle jacket last summer. It stung the F out of him while he was on his bike. I hope you didn't drop it like my pops did. He said he laid that thing down, but he was okay, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess professional crasher at this point. But that was a long time ago. Let's see. Guys, did you see what the fuck happened in New York today? Holy shit, guys. We need to. Oh, real quick before we get into that. I still have a few slots left for another Dumb Fantasy Football League. I got a couple of people who came in last night, and I still have a few slots left for people who want to get in on it. It's anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Email me if you want to get in on it. It's a $100 buy-in. We're just about to the point where we can get to 10 or 12, so that's why I'm trying to get a few more in so we can get a nice fat pot for the winner.
Is a perfect league.
That would be killer if we could do that. I don't know if we'll get there. If we
12 is
just
a perfect league.
we'll see. It'd be nice because I think I don't know if it's just time of year. People they're not out spending money or whatever. Or they don't want to put up $100, but because I did get an email from I'll just let her go anonymous because I don't want her to sound. I don't want her to. It mentions like financial. Say, Dom, I love football. Unfortunately, I'm in a financial situation and can't afford to play, but also have never done a league before. I'm working many hours with 2 kids, 6 and 8 years old, so not sure I could even keep up. But I'd love to continue to watch your league to see if I could save for next year. Please show any draft picks or whatever if you guys do it on video. She says, "Go Hawks!" Never lived anywhere but in PNW, Washington State, Port Northwest, PNW, Washington State. So definitely, I'm a Seahawks fan. At least they're not the Browns competition. Thank you. So the Seahawks are one of my backup teams. They're SS because that's my initials, and then I like their colors. And my aunt used to live there for a long time, so I have like a connection to the Seahawks. So no, I like them, man. They like those sweet colors.
I hate them.
I love them. Although they made such a big stink about their throwback jerseys coming back this year. Those are some of the most boring.
They did that. They overhyped everybody's. Look at the friggin' Buccaneers coming back with the creamsicles. Look at the Oilers coming back with the baby blues.
The Oilers are great. That's a good classic jersey. Those stupid creamsicle ones. I mean, I get it. It's a gimmick. They were the worst. They're the worst.
So many videos of Baker Mayfield throwing interceptions at training camp. It's not even funny.
I did see one good throw from him that they highlighted. That he threw a pretty long ass ball.
Pass.
That one deep pass.
Yarder.
Yeah, it was good. But other than that, I haven't seen squat about him. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that guy. But yeah, fantasy football. If you guys want to get in on the league, few slots left. Email me anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Now,
Yeah, we have to get our draft set up pretty quick and figure out a time that everyone's available. That's the tough part about organizing a league and a draft late in
yeah,
the season is getting everyone available for, especially when it's $100 a team.
yeah, I was
Getting
looking at
everyone
that
available for a live draft.
I was looking at
For
that
one of the shows.
yesterday, kind of the timing on it and when we got to get it done by. Because I mean, we want to obviously have it done before the end of preseason, but not too far into preseason, right? Because there's still people moving around and stuff. Or do we? You like that because you then have free agents.
I like doing the draft as close to the NFL season as possible because I want all them last minute injuries and everything all weeded out and everything gone.
I feel the same way, so that's why I was kind of trying to ride it out because we got 3 more weeks then, right? Because there's 4 weeks.
Yeah, our big money, my big money league, we're doing it 1 week before the football season starts, the Sunday before, September 3rd.
That's kind of where I'm aiming for. So I think once we get established officially how many people are going to be in, and once we're officially going to make it happen, that's when I was kind of aiming to do what I figured we'd do. But yeah, there's a lot of logistics involved and stuff I got to build for that to make that work live. So I just need a couple more peeps, man. So let's go, ladies, gents. Come on. If you know football and you want to try to show off against me and Mikey, bring it on, bitches.
Come get some.
All right. So what I was saying is, so Mikey, you did not see what happened in New York City, I'm assuming then?
No, I can't trust anything that I saw today. I was probably still seeing pink elephants.
Well, here is a shot of what caused there was a massive crowd that gathered in Union Square in Manhattan today. And when I say massive, I mean like maybe 5,000 people.
Holy shit.
And it was all these people who just descended on there to go check out a giveaway that a Twitch streamer and also I think he's on YouTube too, but his name is Kai Cenat. And this was the post that he put up on Instagram. It said, "Be there, giveaway, New York City." And then he put Union Square Park, Friday at 4. And he's got a picture of like a stream deck, which is like one of these. I actually have one of those right in front of me. And then a little camera, gaming PC, a PS5. So saying that he's going to be giving away all of these things on Times Square today at 4 o'clock. And holy shit, did people show up?
Showed up.
Yeah. I don't think Homeboy realized how popular he is, or if he did, and this was just the next step or one of the first steps of his kind of publicity stunts or whatever, it paid off because this guy is going to be probably a household name. I would say at least for next week or whatever, people are going to be.
I saw his name. I saw that he was arrested for a giveaway, but I had no idea the details. I just saw it in the headline, and I saw it on 3 or 4 different headlines. Daily
Now,
TMZ.
We'll get to that as far as the arrest. We'll get to that in a sec. But I have a bunch of video because I was mesmerized by this because I was just watching a chopper view of the whole thing for hours. I couldn't believe what I was
like
seeing.
A high-speed chase. Couldn't peel your eyes away from it.
I couldn't because, and here I'll start you. I'll just pick up right with everything here. So this is in Union Square in Manhattan, down by Times Square in the downtown New York City. This guy, Kai Cenat, just tells everybody, be here at 4 o'clock, and fuck, do they show up. Here it is. Why is that not showing? Play. There we go. Yep. That's not even really the best view of it, to tell you the truth, too. This is still, like, I saw views that seemed like this doesn't do justice to how many people were there. But just look how many, look at how the sea of people, the way it's moving in and out. Like they start descending on different spots when they would think that something was happening, like Kai was in this spot or whatever. So it just slowly, and this is now after the police have shown up. This went on for a very, very long time before the police showed up. It was just a mob scene of people. And of course, like what was just supposed to be like a fun kind of giveaway kind of deal. And this is right here, the beginning of it. This is actually Kai Cenat's stream where he first starts it, and you're going to see what it's actually like to be in this mob, and just because it started out just being like a normal, a bunch of people, and then all of a sudden you look around, there's more people and more people and more and more and more, and you're surrounded. Then you're just absolutely engulfed in people.
Engulfed, yeah.
People got trampled in this.
Oh, I'm sure.
By the end of it, we'll get to that. But once it started getting like more people showed up, word just got out around Manhattan. Yo,
something was popping off.
There's something going on, guys. We need to get over there. I don't have a good New York accent. We need to get over there. We need to check that out. Is that more Boston? I don't know. But anyway, so they go downtown. They go, and of course, there's people who have no idea about the giveaway. They're just there because there's a mob, and they go.
You see people run, and you're either going to follow those people or run the other way.
Well, it just turned into people losing their shit and just turning into a total riot and mob scene. And they hit this little construction area, and there was like paint. There was paint buckets and stuff everywhere. People started whipping paint buckets, whipping construction tubs. So people just started throwing stuff all over the place. And it got, here's the very beginning of it where Kai, this is his actual stream that, I don't know. I think, probably because of how many people there, it doesn't last very long. Cause I can't imagine that his phone is going to work very long with this many people all condensed in one spot. So that's kind of what it looks like. That's him. I kind of went right past it, but that's him right there. With the braids. You can kind of see, I think he looks over here at one point.
He looks like a child compared to his security.
Yeah, well, he's surrounded by a bunch of big dudes. And luckily for him, he is, because the amount of people that are there, it's insane.
Oh, God, yeah.
So that's the live stream. You could hear it starting to get really chaotic and crazy. And then it just kind of, he comes out to the crowd, and then the stream cuts out. So that's really all there is before it cuts out, is everybody, you can hear everybody go nuts when they see him. That's a pretty loud crowd for a
big pop.
Twitch streamer or YouTuber or whatever. You got to give the guy credit. So I will give him credit for being able to pull, having that big of a following. That's impressive. And getting them all to come out. But man, does it backfire. Here's another view kind of from his posse's where they were all kind of posted up at. And you can kind of see them trying to keep everybody back. Stay back, stay back, stay back. I think Kai might even be actually up on that statue off to the left there. Oh, man, there he is over there, actually. That's why that guy's hopping and trying to get over to him. So, see what he's saying? Everybody back off, back off. Well, good luck with that. So here's where things start going wrong. You see there's one fight pops off. And, of course, everybody runs to that. And there's cones, sticks. So it's a big mob scene, of course. And this is before any cops have gotten there. It was crazy. So there's all that. All that is paint. That's paint that people splattered all over this park. That's the construction zone where everything started going crazy. And in that video, all these all that smoke you see, some of that is fire extinguisher. Some of that is fireworks that got fired off. So people thought there were gunshots, and people would start running, and then people would start getting trampled. So it was just absolutely insane. And this went on for hours. I couldn't believe how long this went on for before the cops finally showed up. And when the cops showed up, it was, they did a pretty good job not losing their temper, because these people were just throwing shit at the cops, antagonizing the cops, trying to jump at them and all that stuff. Honey, there's nobody here, Rini. And that's that. So it was a crazy, crazy thing. And so here's another close up of all the whatever these fire extinguishers are, if that's smoke or whatever. Nobody was really sure officially what that was. But now you're gonna see, this is an overhead view, and I actually have another view of this too. We'll see in a sec. But this is where you're gonna see them. Kai is in the middle of this muck.
Yeah,
and
it's that blue lady, the blue dress lady that's his security.
There you go. So right next to her is Kai, and you see the cops are there now. So they're trying to get him out of there safely. First to end this whole thing, and second to keep him safe because he was starting to get mobbed so much. They actually they lift him up. Come on, here it is. They lift him up and flip him over like he's at a concert or whatever. His big giant security guard carries him like a baby. And then the cops scoop his ass up. His security guard tries to stop him, and the cops are like, back the fuck off. What do you think you're doing? Get out of here, big guy. We're the cops now. We're the ones that are running the show here. If we want to detain him, we will. And if we have to, we'll detain you too, big fella. So there's that. And so now, what I was saying, there goes Kai and the security guards trying to fight it, but they're both being put into a cruiser. Now, that's what looks like it could be him being put in the cruiser. But there is other footage that I found that might actually be of Kai getting away. Because there's word on the street that he's arrested, and there's word on the street that he's gotten away. And I watched this live, and I was sure that I was watching him get away. So you'll see, there's a car full of dudes. Look at this. It's all these dudes.
Streets of Rochester.
It's crazy, the Key Boys, right? And well, it reminds me of videos in like you ever seen those train videos in India where they all climb on the edges of the train and there's all these people riding on those trains? That's what it reminded me of. But so you'll see they're riding on this thing, totally dangerous. Wouldn't recommend doing this because you'll see what happens to this dude. They slow down. They decide to take back off again. Whoops, lost one.
Oh,
so they slow down. They slow down again to let another guy off. He bites it too. Another guy down. So that's the end of all that. But there's another view where it might actually be Kai getting arrested. Where's that at? So I think that he did actually get arrested, and that might have just been his posse getting away. Because here's another view.
It's also New York City. They ain't gonna arrest him. They're just gonna write him a ticket and let him go.
Yeah, that is what they do, isn't it? Well, hold on. I think we know.
Reform and everything like that.
So there he is.
He was put in the cop car for a minute.
That was him coming over it. And then you could see all the security guards trying to get involved. That's the chief. That's the chief pushing him back. The chief, I think, of Parks or Services or whatever. I don't even know. So yeah, it got a little tussled for a sec. That chief ended up on the ground. He did a press conference. He was all dirty. But so it does look like they end up putting Kai into a car. He's a little dude though, isn't he?
He's tiny.
I know.
He's a wee fella.
But no, it looks like he does end up getting detained. And I think I think I got a cop talking about, there's a cop here that kind of talks about the scene and everything that went down today. And this was mesmerizing, watching this all happen live.
And after being assailed, hit with rocks and bottles and other debris, we started to make arrests to clear out the park. The total number of arrests is still being tallied at this point.
Damn.
And we're still doing evaluations for some of our members. We did have members that sustained some injuries out here. At this time, we successfully dispersed the park, but we still have crowds mulling around Manhattan. And we have officers following them, preventing them from destroying property, looting, and other things like that. And we'll continue to be out here, and we'll continue to disperse this crowd until they're all gone. We're using...
Oops, so there was a cutoff right there. So that... Whoa. Sorry, I didn't mean to play that again. So that's it. That's what happened in New York City today. It was an absolute mob scene. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I loved it so much. I
What
think
was he even trying to give away? Like, it was all that stuff in the picture, the PS5, or was it just a show up and find out?
I would assume by the pictures that that's what he was going to give away, but I don't know if I saw anybody giving anything away at any point. I think it just got out of control.
See anybody leaving with a
It got out of control so fast. I don't think they really realized what was gonna, how to even give anything at all. So, let's see. Herman said, "Imagine the smell there." Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that would have been awful. All those stinky ass people on top of each other in hot ass weather. Ugh, gross. I could think of another place where it's probably like that right now. And what else? I saw another chat in there, or a comment in the chat. Somebody said something about if he had a permit. I think they are going to end up charging him for not having a permit, like an unlawful assembly type of thing. So he's going to get a ticket for it, basically. Because he did. Yeah, because I don't think he
made more with the videos and views he's about to get in the next 2 days after being detained than all those fines and tickets combined.
Good for him, though. I mean, way to take advantage of your population. I mean, New York City's got a lot of fucking people in there. So if you can centralize in that location and get a ton of just that kind of all the boroughs and get all them on your watching your show and shit like that, and then try to get them all to come out because there's that many people in such a small location, that's such a sweet move by that dude. So I'll give him credit. He's gonna, and he's just gonna get a ticket for it. That'll get paid for by all like the publicity he gets from it and everything, and he'll get more views and more. I'm even gonna go check out his show just to see what it's about, and I don't even care. I just think it's interesting that he was able to do that. It reminded me of when MGK did something like that here years ago, where he was going to do a pop-up concert, and this was before he was big. He was going to do like but he was big here.
Yeah.
And he did like a pop-up concert at a local mall, and there was like a near riot there because there were so many people in the mall. So big fish in a small pond. They could pull in some fans and really make a big deal out of it, make a name for themselves. So good for that dude. I think that was pretty cool. Now, I did see a YouTuber today who I found to be a complete... did I not pull that video? Tell me I pulled that video. I did. Okay. Crap. You know what? I think I can play it. I got to mute the very beginning of it, though. So there's this other YouTuber. Yeah, this guy named Fauci. You familiar with this guy? Because he's a boxer, I guess, too.
YouTuber isn't a boxer these days.
Well, I got a little more of that coming for you in a sec here too, actually. So we'll talk more about that too. But this guy, this Fauci guy, he I'll just mute this at the beginning here. He's doing a live stream, and now I'm assuming he doesn't monetize these live streams if he's doing it on YouTube, and what he's doing is he's rapping. Well, he's rapping to a song. That's the whole reason I'm playing this, because he's rapping to a song. And here, Mikey, you can see what he does that gets him into trouble. Here we go. So there's a song. And then right there, in that moment right there, where he does that kind of, that thing where he covers up his face, and now he starts punching the bed, and he's now swearing. I think he
use that word. I swear to fucking God.
He turned off his music. And I'm assuming you're laughing because you know what word he got caught rapping on a live stream. And
right away.
Oh, yeah. So he had to come out and do a major apology for doing that. And then came up with this ridiculous thing as he goes along. Listen to what he says, Mikey. This is so good.
I can't wait to hear
his defense is so funny.
I swear to fucking God, this isn't content. I never use that fucking word. I've listened to rap songs every day on this subathon, and I always change it out for brother. I had a tweet that literally said, I
say brother, I swear. I say brother. Bullshit. Nobody does that. You lying ass motherfucker. Everybody listens to rap, white, black, or otherwise, raps right along with it. That just like they do in the song. And
I'm not smart enough to change out words.
no, it also just takes a little bit out of the song. It's just part of what the song is for. You just do it. Don't put it in the damn song if you don't want people. Don't literally specifically say white people don't buy my albums because you can't say that word. And then I'll be like, okay, all right, it's only for you guys then. So otherwise, don't put it in your songs because I'm gonna rap right along with it and get myself canceled.
Yep.
So yeah, who knows what's gonna happen with that guy? I don't know who he is really that big. He's a YouTuber, but he's like a boxer, and he's apparently this is pretty big YouTube. Like these guys, these people who are like moderately big on YouTube or moderately big on Twitch are starting to get more and more play in the mainstream media, I think, and a lot of it has to do with like stuff like with Jake Paul. I really
he paved the way.
I really think it does, or he's one of them at least. And you mentioned, Mikey, you had just talked about Jake Paul versus KSI.
Yeah.
You think that if Jake Paul loses this fight, he's going to end up to Nate Diaz this Saturday. He's going to end up having to go back to just doing YouTube boxing and box against like KSI.
I don't see a real fighter taking him seriously after he loses to an amateur or another professional boxer, and then he loses to an MMA guy that's 40-something years old. That pop will be gone. That excitement of watching him.
Interestingly, a tweet came out from this dude named Michael Benson. I don't know who the hell that is, but he has said that KSI has said he believes he will retire from influencer boxing without fighting Jake Paul if he beats Tommy Fury on October 14th. Quote, I feel like that's going to be my final fight. I just don't see the Jake Paul fight happening, unquote. So there you go. So your prognostication about those two potentially fighting each other, it's not looking good right now since that dude looks like he's trying to back out already.
Yeah, it just drums up more interest for it. They got to keep that sounding good. 'Cause who knows what's going to happen? If he beats Nate Diaz, he goes on to fight Conor McGregor, and that's going to be the world's biggest fight to watch.
Well, he's actually going to be. He talks about Jake Paul. I have a clip of him talking about his fight with. KSI's fight with Tommy Fury, and he actually talks about who he thinks is going to win that fight.
I think Tommy knocks him out in like less than 5 rounds. Oh yeah, I mean he's doing like these like gimmick WWE fights up until now. This is Tommy is his first real test. But who knows? He might throw an elbow on Tommy too.
I don't understand that last part. What does the elbow mean? Did those two fight or something and he threw an elbow?
KSI's last fight, he knocked somebody out, and it looked like it was an elbow, not a punch that hit him.
Oh, I see. Okay. So more boxing drama. So I love that video from yesterday of what's his name? Nate Diaz losing his mind. That made me laugh so fucking hard.
I love Nate.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was really good. All right. Let's see. What else do I have to talk about? A reminder again, I still need more people for the Fantasy Football League. So if you're just tuning in or turning it on or just streaming on my tube, make sure that you do sign up for that. If you want to be a part of it, I got a few slots left. What is that noise?
I thought it was you with the mouse.
I don't know what that is.
I don't hear it no more.
It's at your house. You got a bird? You got a bird outside your door or something that's chirping or something.
You can hear that tiny little cricket chirp coming from outside my door.
Is that a cricket? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, I thought it was like I thought Darla was in here chewing on a squeaky toy. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell that was. That's crazy.
God damn, this mic is picking up, and I can go stand over there and leave it over here, and you can hear me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's good at picking up all the background noise. It doesn't like picking up the stuff right out of your voice, though, for whatever reason. Did you see what is coming out on Monday?
No, what's coming out on Monday?
A new Untold special This one is about Johnny Manziel. And
can't wait.
Yes, it turns out that it was pretty crazy, the story that he tells to kind of tease everything that was going on. Right after he got cut from the Browns, he said he went and bought a gun that he knew he was going to use. He said, quote, "I think I was just running from problems, direct self-sabotage, trying to burn this thing down. I had planned to do everything that I wanted to do at that point in my life, spend as much money as I possibly could, and my plan was to take my life. Months prior, I went and bought a gun I knew I was going to use. I wanted to get it as bad as humanly possible to where it made sense, and it made it seem like an excuse and an out for me." So he then goes on to say that he went to go, he says then, quote, "Still to this day, I don't know what happened, but it just clicked on me," he said. So he actually apparently tried to do it, tried to unalive himself after everything that went bad with the Browns, which is a sad story. It's a sad thing to hear because, I mean, while he was a very douchey dude while he was here and he was getting into fights and he was drinking and partying and not being the quarterback in the first round pick that, you know, he was supposed to be. He was a complete bust, obviously. It's still sad to hear that it led him down that road and that he was going to, you know, he got to that point where he actually was, you know, holding the piece in his hand and trying to use it on himself. But I'm interested to watch that that documentary. It'll probably show his pro day. I always love his pro day. It makes me laugh so much. Remember, he had all kinds of weird celebrities and people that showed up at his pro day, and he had rap music playing. It was like a big event. So
everything was a party for that man.
Yeah, I mean, he did it upright, man. He partied. He probably would have been fun to hang out with. I bet you. I bet that would have been a good guy to. Probably would have had lots of fun with that dude and gotten into lots of trouble.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I hope he does turn up being okay. I don't know what he's doing now. I think he last I saw he was in one of those not an arena league, but there was some kind of weird league where it was 6-on-6 or something, a 6v6 league or something like that. And I think he was supposed to be
like Terrell Owens or somebody was in. There was a wide receiver that was in it.
Maybe. I honestly don't remember, but I think no, because I'm pretty sure Johnny was the big name of the league. So that'll tell you how, what the level of competition was if Johnny Manziel was the face of the league. So you need some coffee? You good?
No, I'm doing all right.
All right, cool. I'm just making sure you're all right. All right.
Yeah,
so
the eyes are almost always pinned closed like this.
I hear you.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Right on. Well, I tell you what we'll do, I think we'll take a quick break because I got to regroup a little bit too, because I'll be honest with you guys, I spent so much goddamn time watching that riot today. I didn't get to find a ton of other stuff to talk about, and the news, frankly, wasn't talking about much else other than that too. So if you guys got anything going on, you can always we'll do an Open Lines America for the second half of the show. The phones are working. 844-HIT-DUM, 844-448-3862. I pay for these goddamn phones, so call in. Hey, if you're at that Buzzard Fest thing, call in. Let me hear what it sounds like there. Let me hear what you guys are up to. I heard that's today. I talked to my dude earlier today. He was excited. He said because they didn't have shit to do, and he just got to go hang out at a festival. That was pretty cool. So I was jealous of that because at the festivals that I had to be at, we had to work a lot. So I'm happy for him that he got to just chill and do his thing. So yeah, if you're watching, I saw some people saying that they're at Buzzard Fest or whatever the hell it's called. Which is I guess going on right now, and which actually I like Incubus. That's a pretty good band. There's a few. They got a pretty good songs. So that would be worth going to that to see them. I think. I think I'd seen live enough for a lifetime at this point because I've seen live quite a few times, and I'm not sure who even else is there after that, but I know it would be pretty cool to see Incubus because they're a pretty cool band. So, all right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a little lavender going. I'm going to get second hour. We're going to go pretty hard and just kind of knock a couple down here in the second hour, have a little bit of fun, do a little video dump. If you've not already taken a second to like today's video, please do that for me. Just hit that little button. It's a little thumbs. Just minimize my handsome face, make it small, and then hit that like button for it, brother. Hulk smash that shit. So like I said, we'll take a quick break and we come back. It'll be second hour, it'll be happy hour. You can go put those kids to bed. And then we'll enjoy our Friday night here together, do a little bit of unwinding, you know what I'm saying? All right, sit back, relax. We'll be right back on another Dumb Show. Hang on. Okay, welcome back to Another Dumb Show. I'm Another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining us on issue number 80. Not what the thumbnail said, issue number 79. Thank you, Eric Sweet, for the heads up there. I appreciate you letting me know that I forgot to update that when I started the show. Appreciate it so much. Thanks. Hope you guys are having a nice Friday night with us tonight. We're in official chill mode the rest of the night, guys. We're going to take it nice and easy. Going to knock down some delis. I might even roll one up here in a little bit while we're live just for something to do, just because, like I said, guys, there ain't shit going on other than a fucking YouTuber fucking having a riot. So, except Falcor, I do believe Falcor said that she has, she or he, I don't even know Falcor's gender, to be honest with you. I can't tell from the little avatar, so I apologize. You should call in, tell your story. I saw something in the chat. You had a great day until your way home from work. You ran into something that was kind of unusual for somebody to run into on their way home from work. So yeah, give us a call. I'd love to hear your story. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. Mad thumbs up from Charlie Reck with a super fan donation. Appreciate you, bruh. And I forgot to mention too, those of you who aren't already members of Another Dumb Show, what the fuck you waiting for? No, I'm kidding. If you want to be a member and help support Another Dumb Show, you can do that. It's $1.99 a month. All you got to do is hit that join button, and it's one of the best ways to help support Another Dumb Show and help us keep rolling along and help you guys, keep you guys streaming on my tube, because it feels good, you know? This ain't coffee, baby. All right. I heard a little noise during the break. I forgot to mute somebody. Mikey, what's up, dude? You back? You good? You there?
Man, I forgot to mute my mic.
That's okay. We were watching. We listened. Whatever weird porn you were watching just came across. We could all hear whatever it was. It was some sort of sounded like German Scheisse porn. It did sound like German Scheisse porn. Let's be honest here.
I was watching my kind of porn. I was watching all the pre-fight stuff with Nate Diaz and Jake Paul, and they had their face-off tonight, and it ended in a brawl on the stage.
Another one?
Yeah, it looked like it. Where was that yesterday that the brawl happened?
You watched it here with me yesterday, you dipshit. You not remember that?
With the security guards and everything?
Yeah.
I remember. No, I don't remember.
Holy shit. Yeah, dude. You what? You were here because I just watched
it on my phone. And I was like, oh, I ain't seen this one yet.
Yeah, we watched him. We watched two different clips. We watched Nate cuss out that Derek guy, one of Jake's buddies. That Derek from Better Media. You remember that when Nate was cussing him out?
I remember that. Yeah.
Right after that, I played the clip of the face-off, and then how it.
To go walk away, and Jake was saying, "Oh, I hurt his feelings, and then all the security guards for Nate's side.
That big giant black guy. Remember, I told the story about it. I was DJing at a tailgate, and I pushed people like that big black guy. You remember that story? You don't remember any of that?
No.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, those bee stings and those EpiPens are strong, bro. Holy shit, you really don't remember that?
Not a thing, dude. Not even an iota of it.
All right, hold on one sec. I just saw, well, that's weird, dude. Yep, you definitely watched that today.
It's concerning.
I was like thinking that did he forget? Yeah, that is concern. Oh, God damn it. I just got locked out of the phones for a sec. Hang on.
I mean, I'm not surprised by it because I mean, this isn't the first time I've had EpiPen experiences where it's knocked me out of work the next day and really goofy things have happened. I mean, this is probably like my 10th or 12th time with an EpiPen experience like this. So,
man, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was like that much of a. I didn't think those things did that to people. I really didn't. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. What is going on?
It's a really strong dose, and I'm predisposed to anxiety and depression and everything like that. So you throw in something that's going to speed everything up. It really does. It makes me feel like I'm like speedy and flying around. And at first I got all kinds of energy. Like there's other times where I've been stung in the morning. I hit myself with an EpiPen and I work all the way through the rest of the day. I go bowling and then I crash at night and I'm crashed for like 2 days afterwards.
That's nuts. Well, Falcor, I think I fixed the phones. They should be ringing if you want to try it again. They were being weird for a second.
That name.
Yeah, I know. Hell yeah, that's a great name for sure. Nuggaman's asking why he didn't go to hospital or urgent care with the bee stings or whatever.
it just ends up being a really expensive bill when I know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to inject me with epinephrine, and then they're going to give me a syringe full of Benadryl. It's like 500 milligrams of Benadryl. I can do that at home.
So you just take a
I
half a
drink
bottle.
Drink half to a full bottle of Benadryl with epinephrine.
Well, that'll knock that. You know, Benadryl will knock anyone out. So if you're, you know, if that's what you drank, man, that would make anybody go
Oh, like
absolutely.
3/4 of a bottle with a straw.
Jeez Louise. All right. Well, here, let me answer the phones because it's actually ringing. I think it's Falcor calling in with the story. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this? Oh, why is there no sound? What's going on? Keep talking. Are you there? Oh, for fuck's sakes, these phones, dude. I'm gonna lose my shit with these people. I'm seriously going. I'm about to go. I'm going. It's infuriating, man. There's absolutely no fucking reason this shouldn't be working. None. It's fucking infuriating. God damn it, man. Everything is set up right. There should be no issues with people calling. Try one more time. I'm going to lose my yit. God damn, this is so frustrating.
Put that ice.
Whew, man. I don't understand why this shit won't work. It's fucking pissing me off. Seriously, I want to break something right now. Oh my God. There's just no reason why it's not. Try again, Falcor, please. I beg of you, just so I can see if it works at all. Now I'm pissed.
Traumatized me when I was a kid, by the way.
Oh yeah, the death. Trey, that was bad. That was really rough watching that for sure. That was no.
That
good.
movie was traumatic, and so was The Brave Little Toaster.
I don't remember The Brave Little Toaster, to tell you the truth.
They get shipped away. It's kind of like a Toy Story type deal. They're all just old appliances that end up in a junkyard.
Now the phones aren't working at all. They were working for 2 seconds and then they shut back off. Fucking these motherfuckers! I swear to God, I'm gonna blow that place up. Like, why does it work? Yesterday it worked great. They worked. Remember, we took phone calls. It was fantastic.
You did?
Phew, my God damn, I'm ready to fucking explode right now. Seriously ready to fucking go off. I don't understand it. Man, it's just fucking damn, that pisses me off. All right, I'm restarting the whole damn computer just to see if that's what it is. Who knows? All right, guys.
Did you get that video I sent you earlier in the week on Trello?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually. And that's kind of part of where I was actually getting ready to go. I was actually getting ready to do a little video dump here.
Perfect.
And that's, so I think what I was going to lead it off with, actually. So where is that video?
I love that video so much.
Where is it? Is that in yesterday's? Did I leave that in yesterday's by accident? Nope. Where is that? There it is. All right, here we go. So we'll do a little video dump, guys. So you can hear that's the phone computer rebooting. Hopefully it'll frickin' work eventually. I have no idea why it wasn't working a minute ago. Obviously there's sound coming through, right? So it's connected properly. It has to be their software then, right? You just heard the damn computer make noise, so it's got to be their stupid software. And sons of bitches. Infuriating. Damn it.
Damn Brits.
Ah, so annoying. Oh, and the last guy was not real friendly, and the second to last. The last guy was helpful, but then it just stopped working again. Frustrating. It's frustrating because I like these phones. I like talking to you guys on the phones. So when it doesn't work, it really upsets me. I'll be honest with you. And it's not even about the fact that I pay. God damn it! It's not even about the fact that I pay for these goddamn things. It's about the fact that I want to be able to, communicate with you guys. And this prevents me from doing it in one way because the chat's great, but it's too rapid fire. We literally just spend the whole day. If I just read the chat, we'd talk about 8 billion things in 2 hours. So it's a little easier to have a conversation on the phone. So I apologize that I'm wasting time doing this, but I need to get it up and running. So if you want to give it a try again. Nope, now they just completely stopped working altogether. Fuck my life. Oh, wait, hold on. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Oh, dumb. This is Jimmy.
Got him, Jimmy. What's up, baby? The phones are working. What's up, Jimmy? How are you, dude?
I'm doing well. I just want to express my concern for old Mikey there. I know he got a hold of some opiates and he's riding the train.
And then he hung up. And then he hung up after saying that. Okay, well, that's kind of you could have done that in the chat, dude. That's the whole why hang up instead of having a conversation about it. So 844 hit them if you want to
in the chat for sure. I mean,
well, that's kind of the point of like if you want to do a quick one-line jab in the chat, that's great. But that was the point of the phones, Jimmy, is to have let's have a conversation if you want to talk to Mikey about it. So if you want to call Mikey and hash it out with him, then do that. 844 hit thumb 844-448.
I'd be riding that opiate train again tonight and again tomorrow night and the night after that. That's not a train I get off of.
That's kind of where I'm feeling like I'm buying what you're selling. You know what I'm saying? Because I was waiting to see. Well, I got nervous because I texted you at 10. I waited till 10 because I was like, if he's tired and if he's not feeling well, he's going to sleep in. So I waited till like 10. I'm like, maybe he'll be up by now. And then I didn't hear anything for a while. And I was like, oh no, he's on a bender. Fuck. And then I'm like, no, he's not. He's just working. He's busy. He's fine. Then I'm like, he's on a fucking bender. So I went back and forth over and over and over again. My mom and B1, they're all like, he's on a bender. And I'm like, I don't know. He's self-destructing because he's worried about being a stepdad. I'm worried about my friend. And then my mom's like, maybe it is the beast thing. And I'm like, oh, maybe it is. And so I went back and forth until I finally heard back from you. And then you were like, I'm half dead, but I'm alive. Basically.
Yeah. I pretty much was all day. I think I tried to type a response to you like 4 or 5 times and I thought I'd send it, but I think I just fell back asleep in between.
Well, there you go. So that's my point. That's why I'm saying I think if you were you'd be on a full-blown bender. That's how you go.
I'd still be ripping right now.
Yeah, we wouldn't know where you are right now.
I'm 5 years away from opiates, man. I'm not anywhere closer to them. That's for sure.
Good. Well, I hope
another day further away.
Well, then the next thing people are going to say is booze or pills or if it's not an opiate, it's a benzo or
Hey, hook a brother up with some Xanax.
Oh, that's still on the table. Those are still okay.
No.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
I was prescribed those for years. Those were a bitch to come off of. Too.
Those are trouble, man. Yeah, I know. Those are no good. Those Klonopins
those are
are
like
trouble.
Skittles, man. Those are time traveling pills. Those are the ones where you take them and you don't remember shit.
Yeah,
like I would eat 2 or 3 bars on a Thursday and come 2 on a Sunday in a different county.
Yeah, you don't even know how you got there or what happened.
Oh my God, I'd be there with my car and my car keys, and I'd be like, "How the fuck did this happen?"
Where am I? All right. Well, speaking of nothing. Speaking of you and people losing their minds, you sent me a video of. We'll do a little video dump here before the end of the show here, but. This is a video you sent me of. What is that? Is that your phone?
I just turned on the chat.
It's okay. It just caught me off guard. That was our voices. All right. So here's this video. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's at a Brooklyn 7-Eleven. F around and find out. Basically, here you go.
God damn. Ain't nothing you can do, though. There's nothing you can do, man. Until you call police. Ain't nothing you can do, man, until the police come in.
That's right. So this guy's just clearing shelves of cigarettes, dumping them in. Homeboy's fighting back. Oh, what did he do to his hand? Ooh. And they beat the crud out of this guy with a stick.
Keep hitting him. Don't stop. There you go. Keep going. There you go.
And here's a big mistake. He rolls right here. Huge mistake. Ouch. Opening your back up to that. Oh.
Before he rolled, though, he got hit in the knee so hard with that stick.
Then he just starts beating him on his ass. Now, I applaud those guys for fighting back. Of course, we don't approve of violence here on Another Dumb Show by any means, but we do applaud a store owner who's willing to fight back and protect his property.
Yeah, we also don't applaud open looting.
Certainly don't applaud that either, but it's good to see these guys fighting back and protecting their property. My interest is this right here. See that hand? What weird ass Middle Eastern karate move does he put on this guy's arm? Do you see this? Watch what happens where this guy, he does something to his arm and the guy just drops like a fucking sack of bricks and screams, ah! See right here.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Right there. He snapped
got
his
hit with the
arm.
stick.
Oh,
He
is
got
that
hit
what
with
it
the
was?
stick. Yeah, that was the first hit of the stick. Watch.
Oh, good call, Mikey. I thought he snapped his arm.
Watch. Block.
Oh.
Black.
That makes more
dude.
sense now.
Do that, man.
That looks like a hand railing to go downstairs. That doesn't even. That's a big piece of wood.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's not the mop. That's I don't know what the hell that thing is. But so yeah, he beats the crap out of that dude pretty bad.
Thank God.
And he gets, I believe the guy gets arrested and all that good stuff because the cops finally show up. So yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do to protect your stuff.
I'm glad when I see people fight back in stores because if I was working retail or something like that, I for sure wouldn't be letting anybody walk out with anything.
When I worked in at a shoe store, I worked at a Champs shoe store downtown in what's called Tower City, which is not the greatest of areas. I mean, it's as downtown Cleveland gets here, and we had a lot of theft. I was the only white person working there, other than the managers, and I'm not implying that non-whites are thieves. I'm just saying that I was just letting you know the demographic to where I was at because I was
Painting a picture.
I was highly outnumbered and in no position to stop somebody who was a non-white from stealing something because even the people I worked with would like cheer for someone when they were stealing.
God, no, I wouldn't be able to work there. It would bother the piss out of me.
It did.
I have this thing in me, like for some reason, the place that's cutting me a paycheck, I have this like loyalty to them.
I did too until the first time it happened and I tried to like follow someone out of the store to like grab the socks they had or whatever because always socks. People steal socks constantly because there are a lot of homeless people, honestly. So homeless people come in and try to steal socks. So that's understandable.
Need socks, man.
But people want those expensive ass like Jordan socks and stuff. So I remember I followed someone out one time and my manager came up behind me and he was like, "Oh no, we don't do that. We just let them go. We don't stop people here." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "No, it's just corporate policy. We account for it. We just know it's going to happen." And I was just like, "Oh, fuck, cool. All right, sweet. One less thing I got to worry about, man."
Less job responsibility.
Seriously, I was so happy when I heard that, man. That was great. So, we got a phone call. Who's, hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
It's Austin.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Who's this?
Hey, it's Austin.
Hey, Austin. What's up, dude?
I just wanted to tell you that 7-Eleven video,
Yeah.
that's the funniest shit ever, and there is a follow-up for it. You got to find it.
There is a follow-up to it. Now, oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Mikey, you're killing me.
I didn't see no follow-up. The only other video version I saw of that was the Crime Faces version, and it's a little bit longer of a version when he's stealing, like when he starts stealing stuff.
So
I can find it on Twitter.
Awesome, dude. Send it to me. I would love for it. Send it to me. Anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Send me the link. I'll pull it up before the end of the show, dude.
All right, perfect. I got you.
Good looking. Thanks,
for the
homie.
update, man.
All right, bro. Good. Oh, nice. Good stuff. Oh, perfect. An update to it. Hell yeah, man.
I
Perfect.
almost
See,
grabbed my phone to look it up on Twitter really quick, but I'll just let him do the work.
I tried for a sec. Yeah, it's fine. We got to talk here at least. So we'll let Austin do the work. Thanks a lot, dude. Cool. Right on. All right. So let's see. What other videos do I have for a little dump here? Another athlete losing their mind. I don't know if you saw this video of this minor league baseball player, Mikey. What the hell's his name? I had the story pulled up here. Hold on, I get this picture up here. He's in minor leagues now. He used to play he was a Nationals prospect. His name is Roddy Reed. Let's see if I can find a picture of Roddy.
Roddy Reed.
Yeah, I guess it's spelled Raudy. So Rowdy, maybe that's why maybe he is like that, Rowdy. Let's see here. Here's a picture of him. This was him.
What name is that?
That's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of like Rowdy. That's not a bad name.
Oh yeah, me too. It's
not bad.
It's the only time I've ever heard that name.
Pretty cool. So here he is. This is what he looks like. So that's a large dude. That's like a big old. That's a first baseman, right? That's a big dude. So he played the other night. He plays now for the let's see, what are they called? What is this team called? I don't know. He's on some minor league team now. Oh, he's playing for the Spire City Ghost Towns in the Atlantic League, wherever the hell Spire City is. So here he is. He's playing in the field, and he does play first base, and you'll see an actual baseball play here for a sec, and then just keep watching till the end because old Rowdy is feeling pretty rowdy apparently.
Up the middle, 2-0, on the ground to short. Abreu fields it. He goes to second for one. Becker's turn is in time, and the inning's over.
And there's Rowdy.
So they do
throws
get
his glove.
A 5th double play ball.
Figure he's running to the dugout, right?
Finally over, but not before.
Yep. He is running into the stands. He's sprinting up. Yeah, wouldn't you?
It was two
We're
of
going to
them.
step
Like, oh, shit, here
aside
it comes.
here on the Ghost Sounds Baseball Network.
Here's a view. Oh,
Looking for a
shoot,
great
that song. I didn't hear that song in the background there, so I had to mute it. But so there you go. You see after they break them up. I'm thinking these guys, that fat guy in the orange, is that who was the one that was running his mouth? That who the guy went to go
Like
beat up?
Doesn't look like it because he's touching the other baseball player. He's touching him on the arm right there, and he's not flipping out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Good call. So, yeah, it looks like...
the first two dudes that ran, they saw the baseball player coming, and they took off.
Wonder if I go over back and I zoom in, we can see, actually. Hold on, let me try to zoom in on this. And I'll move it over. Move her over. Move her over. Move her over. A little more. A little more. A little more. All right, so let's see if we can figure out where this all starts. So you see him up at the top in the middle there trying to start to go through. Right?
That dude right
those
there.
dudes already
He
took
just
off.
ran.
Holy shit. Yeah, he's already gone.
Oh, no, that's the baseball player right there, too. No shit. Never mind. Maybe you can't see the people that ran away.
In the
The
front,
people
right?
I thought was it.
Oh, right there. See, that's him. That's a guy. Oh, no, there's... Oh.
Baseball
Okay.
players back there, and the dude in the black jacket's also a baseball player.
So I wonder what they're going after. Let's see if we can follow it and see if he gets to the person he's going... No, all the way up there. Jesus, so it was somebody all the way in the upper decks that he wanted to get to, like maybe in that luxury or whatever, that little, if it's luxury section or whatever up there, but like looks like a little deck they got built up there or something. It's a little drinking patio or something. Oh, it's blocked by the view. Oh man. Well, let's see. He after he ran up into the stands, let's see what happened to him. He said something's happening up on the concourse. Hold on one sec. Let me get this phone call actually, because when they ring, I'm going to answer him. But so anyway, the guy got ejected. Obviously, he's going to get suspended.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, I mean, screw him. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
Falcor.
Falcor, yes. So thank you so much for calling back. I apologize. The phones were being wonky before, but they are rolling. And
no, it's cool.
I'm happy to have you on. So I saw in the chat you are a member of the League of Dummies. Thank you, by the way. I really appreciate that. And I saw that on your way home from work, you said that you had a great day, I believe is what I saw, and then something really gross and morbid happened on your way home from work.
Yeah.
What happened? Paint the picture for me.
So So I'm a dog groomer. We're usually there later on Fridays, right?
Okay.
Magically got off early today. I was like, awesome. I'm going to stop at Walmart, pick up my kids' school order that I had made.
Okay.
And so I stopped, and for some reason, I decided that I was going to, park on the side. After I was picking it up to do something on my phone.
Okay. Oh, so you pulled off after so you go in the store, you get your stuff, and then you pull, like you're pulling away and you go, oh crap, I need to stop and do something on my phone real quick. So you stop driving.
Yeah, which
like
is
a
weird because
responsible
I
person.
normally don't stop driving
Oh,
to
okay.
play with my phone, as horrible as that is.
Fair enough. At least you're honest. All right. But you did this time.
Yeah. So I had stopped, and this Amish guy, because I live in the middle of nowhere, had walked up to me and was like, "Excuse me, can I use your phone? I'm pretty sure that guy in the Amish buggy over there is dead."
Oh. Whoa.
And I was like, "Yeah."
So this whole picture is just weird, first off, because you got an Amish guy walking up to you in the first place, which is just weird. And then asking you to, because you're not Amish, I'm assuming.
No, absolutely
And
not.
I'm pretty sure you have blue hair too, I think. At least in your avatar you do.
Right now it's like half purple, half like blue. But yeah, I have
purple.
multicolored hair.
So hard for an Amish person probably to approach you, if I had to guess, for that Amish person.
Yeah, and I'm a woman, so yeah.
Oh, that's, I forgot all about that too. They don't like that the women don't get to, you don't talk to the women there too. That's right. So all right, so he comes up and he says this to you. Were you weirded out at all just by the fact that he's coming up to you at all? Were you concerned? Because I don't want to, like, I just had somebody drop off a voting flyer at my house today, and it made me all uncomfortable just because there was a stranger at my door. I just didn't, I don't like it. It made me all feel weird. So somebody coming up to my car like that would make me feel all weird, and I don't think I would want to give him my phone.
Well, he had his daughter with him too, so that probably made it a little less menacing.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, so then I was like, absolutely. I dial 911 and hand him my phone. So I get out of the car and I hear him tell dispatch, I'm pretty sure I tried to shake him and he didn't wake up.
Ugh.
So I had asked, I was like, do you want me to check? And the Amish guy was like, absolutely.
Oh.
So I walk over to the buggy, and I didn't even have to get that close before it was very obvious that this man was dead.
You could smell it?
No, you couldn't smell it, but his hands were already turning blue. His arms were blue and splotchy. And when I did check, just in case, and he was ice cold and stiff.
So what did you do?
So
The neck? Do the thing they do on the TV, the hand or the neck, or did you do the wrist one?
I did the wrist.
The wrist. Okay, cool.
Just because I was on like the opposite side of the buggy, so his wrist was closer.
Mm-hmm. Was there a horse attached
so
to this thing, or is it just like
yeah?
off to the
So
side?
here's where I start to get angry. The horse was unattached. So at this particular Walmart, there's a like really long metal pole that you can hook up your horses to.
Okay.
Or they have like a barn kind of open shed situation where you can like pull in and hook your horses up to so they have shade and stuff.
Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. You do.
And that is directly
middle of nowhere.
behind the pole. Yes. Yeah, I'm in like near Middlefield, and that's where this was.
Okay.
So every single Amish person that parked in that shed had to walk by this man in his buggy
Oh,
to
so
get
you're
into
saying
the store
but all these people just walked past this dead guy and didn't even bother to.
for hours.
Well, you got to remember they don't have phones, so maybe they're just waiting.
Yeah, well, some of them do. A lot of them
Wow.
do. And I could understand if you like it. Okay, how to say this? Because up to the hitching post anymore, it was like the guy was getting ready to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But they're really trained, so they don't really walk off.
I'm
So
surprised.
if he didn't feel the tug on the reins, he wasn't going to go anywhere. So it's essentially would be like I walk in the store and I see somebody with their car door open, their leg hanging out, their head leaning up against
the steering wheel,
like the seatbelt, and then the car running, and people just walking by without at least being like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Well,
maybe
I
the
mean,
dude's
You ever
asleep,
seen
but
somebody nodded out in a car and walk by him? I've seen that all the time at Walmart.
well, that's not
yeah,
in
but most of
Rochester.
the time, you know what I mean. You're at least gonna like, "Hey, bro, are you cool?" And when you see someone move,
Yeah.
Or you're going
Yeah.
to go into the store if you don't want to touch somebody and be like, hey, there's someone like knotted out in your parking lot. You might want to go check or call 911.
I'm
You know what I
honest with
mean?
you, I'm having a hard time focusing because I'm still stuck on the fact that you just handed your phone to the guy that just touched the dead guy, and then you touched the dead guy, and now you're touching your phone again with with the dead guy all over you. And now you're getting the dead guy all over your phone. That's where my brain
You
is.
know,
That's how.
I didn't think about my phone until you just said something.
Oh my God, that's all I've been thinking about since you said that. I let him. You said he touched he goes, I just got done. I shook him, and then he asked to use your phone. That's all I could think of. And then 2 seconds later, you're touching him, and then back on the phone. And I'm sitting there going, does she have hand sanitizer? Does she have wipes?
No,
What is she?
I literally was
Don't know, man.
I literally, no, I was like, I don't want to smoke a cigarette or anything right now because I have dead people hands.
Oh.
And I never even thought about my phone.
Yeah, so you better go. You got to sanitize that thing, man, because it's got dead all over it. Oh man, gross.
Yeah. So then, after like the cops showed up and the ambulance and the fire truck and everything,
yeah.
Then suddenly all these other Amish people were interested in the buggy and like surrounding the buggy to see what was happening.
Yeah, because they saw you too. So they're like, "Oh, what did this normal person do to this poor
Could
Amish
be.
person?"
I'm covered in tattoos, piercings, funny colored hair.
I say normal person.
No, well, it's basically what it is. But so I've just been raging basically since it happened over the fact that so many people had to have walked by this man and they literally left him to bake to death. And like he was, you know what I mean? Like that's horrible.
Rachel said she found a dead lady on the road not long ago, just kept driving and called the cops. I guess you
which is fine. That's still like
good question.
At least she called.
Good question from Austin, from my future son-in-law, Austin. Any foul play suspected, or just like a heart attack or heat
That's
stroke?
what I'm guessing because he wasn't in like any sort of position where it looked like there was a struggle or he flopped over, anything like that. Like he looked pretty comfortable, honestly. It looked like he had fallen asleep, sort of.
I guess if that's the way to go if you're gonna go, man, while you're sleeping. Poor Amish community, lost to the Amish community. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he was one of those guys that goes around cutting off other people's beards, though. So you got to watch out for some of those Amish guys.
Could be.
Falcor, thank you for calling. I know you were reluctant to call in. Now, are you?
I was.
Well, don't be. You see, I'm not so bad.
No.
What? I appreciate it. What was I just gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, do you have to do any kind of reports or anything? Follow up? Is it are you done at this point, or are they gonna follow up with you about anything?
I think I'm done. I had asked the one cop if I was good to go before I left, and then the Amish guy who had used my phone had asked me. He was like, "Hey, can you take me somewhere? I know this guy's son. Can you take me to his son's house to let him know?" And I was like, "Sure. Let me just move a few things in my car because I've got my big dryers and shit from work." And but by that point, then the guy was like, "Never mind. The cop is going to take me." So I got out of telling someone their loved one died.
Yeah, because you'd ended up having to drive that guy back to wherever too.
Back, yep, and then have someone get the buggy and see his dad. And if you when you look at them, and it bothers me to think that the family, when you think about it, they're going to know that someone left that man in the sun for hours.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to do closed casket or whatever. Do they do that? Do they bury people or do they burn people in Amish country?
No. So Amish people, funny enough, I was at a funeral that was basically like an Amish light funeral.
Yeah.
It was, and they make their own handmade caskets, which is wood, pretty simple.
That makes sense.
But instead of having an open casket, they put a plexiglass window on the top, like a big square plexiglass, so it could be closed, but you can still see inside.
Oh, does it? Oh, they must
see out of that one in a minute. Nope.
Well, I don't think they must mean they must not embalm, maybe, and that's why they have to seal it to keep the scent Do they not embalm people?
Maybe that I would guess they don't. Now the person I saw it, she worked with the Amish community, and like they buried her in like an Amish cemetery and with an Amish casket and everything. So I got to see all of that. But I'm assuming she was embalmed. But I'm guessing Amish people don't embalm, and they dig their graves by hand and everything. And it's
I heard they threw each other in wood chippers and used each other as compost, is what I heard. But all right, I
they
guess
might as well. I mean, that would be more effective.
Might as well.
Right?
Less
That would be far more effective.
less smelly, and then you wouldn't have to deal with it. So, all right, Falcor. Well, I hope you get everything. Oh, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Regarding dog grooming. So I just I've been doing B1 and I will groom Darla ourselves because she's actually pretty. She lets us, and we're just cheap. Obviously, we don't do anywhere near as good of a job as an actual groomer does. I have a question though.
Yeah.
When we trim her face, like to trim it short, because I don't like that big kind of like mustache that like little dogs get. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I trim all that off, am I hurting her because it cuts her whiskers?
No, they're not like cats where they need them to like balance or anything. No, we cut those off all the time.
Okay.
Some people want like, well, you think of like a poodle with a clean face, and we take that like to skin short. And no, you're not hurting her by taking any of that off, so that's fine.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Because we did that last time. We cut her, and it like I wanted it real short, and then after we cut it, I felt like I was feeling her face, and I felt like the prickly whiskers, and I was like, "Oh my God, did I hurt my baby?" What was it? Because I wasn't sure if it was like a cat or not at all, so I was freaking out. So all right, good. I feel much better now.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. Yep, you could shave her face down if you wanted to, and it wouldn't hurt her.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, well, do you dye dog's hair too? Are you anti doing that, or you do that?
No, I do. One of my dogs is actually a white standard poodle, so I dye her funny like colors all the time, and we do clients' dogs. I'm a big fan of dyeing dogs. I think it's fun.
Yeah, we dyed Darla's tail tiger stripe last Halloween. It was really cute because she's like silvery, so we were able to really get good color in there. So it looked really cute, and then as it faded, it just looked even cuter because it was just kind of orangey and then it got a little like rusty, and it just matched because she's got like a little brindle undercoat going with her little silver top coat. So she's a beautiful little girl. I'm trying to find her. She's off camera right now. So well, thank you. I appreciate that. So all right, Falco, well, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for calling in and telling your story and putting me at ease about butchering Darla.
Yes. Nope, you're fine. You can't unless you use a blade and it's super hot or you cut too close. You can't hurt her. You're good.
Perfect. Thank you, Falcor. Have a good one. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
All right. You too. Thanks.
All right. Later. Oh, wow. Well, it's not every day you find a dead person. I've been waiting to find a dead person my whole life. I saw the movie Stand By Me when I was a little kid. And that movie always freaked me out. But for whatever reason, I always thought, it might be kind of neat to find a dead person. I don't know why. But I found a bunch of dead animals in my past. Like I've had dogs.
Fun finding a dead person.
Have you?
A few.
Oh, really?
Oh God, yeah. I used to live in trap houses and stuff. We step over dead bodies to go get my bags.
Oh, gee. Well, are you assuming they were, or like that this dude
they were dead. It smelled dead. I mean, it's a smell you never forget.
Oh, so you just end up in these houses, and then like you're doing your thing, and you're not out for a day or whatever, and then
somebody dies in there, and then you stay in there until the house smells so bad, and you just leave the body there and go on to the next house.
Oof. How long were you, when you were in your like benders? How long would they last for before you would usually either come? What would be the come to other than like your drinking ones? I know that last one, but like
the drinking
when
when it was heroin and stuff like that, it just progressively got worse. Like the bender all along the bender for the opiates was like 10 years. That was a slow and steady one. And as soon as I sniffed my first bag of heroin, I only lasted like 3 months before I was in rehab. 4 months. To be honest with you, I think it was like February when I did my first bag of dope, and my life had completely.
I guess my question: how do you end up in a house though doing that? How do you not just like you're at your place doing it because you spent all your money and you've lost everything, and that's
end up having to go where the dope is sometimes. Like if my dealer, like I had a dealer that I would normally cop from. which made it get relatively easy. He gave me a decent line of credit. He was a Vikings fan. He would take me on deliveries with him. So, like, I would drive with him to Philly when he would pick up packages, and I would drive back in the passenger seat with like 3 or 4 kilos taped to my chest. And if we got pulled over, my job was to get out and run.
Yeah, I guess that sounds like. Oh wow, so you were a mule for a little while. That's fun. Did you so I guess though, when you go to these houses, are you so like you can't wait to do it, so you just do it at these places, or that's how do you end up in those houses?
Usually I'm hurting. And I'm going in there to grab a bag or something like that, or a 2-piece, or you know what I'm saying? Because at that point in my life, I was speedballing, I was sniffing heroin and smoking crack at the same time, and I couldn't do one without the other. But I would get sick from not having the fentanyl, and if my dealer wasn't available, like he would tell me, "Yeah, I'm out till tomorrow. You're on your own." And as soon as that happens, like your body instantly goes into like premeditated withdrawals. Like you automatically, I start yawning, my nose starts running. All the little physical precursors happen, and that's when it sends you into a panic. That's when you end up like just going down the street in the middle of the night, being like, who's got samples? Who's got samples? Or, you know, what house is hot right now? And then you pull over and you just go into the house and there's somebody sitting up there just serving out baggies.
And that, but my question is, why do you stay in that house then? Because you're hurting so bad?
I would stay in there for like 5-10 minutes to do the bag to make sure it wasn't like fake or spunk, or you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. And then
make sure I was actually about to get high.
And then as you're doing that, you realize there's a dead guy on the ground that you're stepping over after you've just gotten your fix or whatever.
Yep.
Oof,
just like that. Coming to, and nothing like coming back to normal and realizing where you're at and where these drugs have taken you.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm happy I closest I came to that was I smoked the rock the one time, and like we went to this like project neighborhood to get it, and I was like, this is not for me. I'm not about this life. I can go home and just go to bed. This is not that. This is fun.
I did not like going to, I was a very suburban drug user. I liked my dealer to drive out to me. I liked to meet him alone. Like for the most of the time, I had one dealer for the majority of the time, but obviously, you know,
that changes.
He's not on call 24/7.
Yeah, oof, that's crazy. All right, I got a little bit of love from Charlie Reck. He wants to remind everybody a thumbs up with a super fan donation in there. Falcor, don't worry about the pauses. The echo is weird. It's not you. It's the phone system. It's weird if you're hearing yourself. That's on my end. I got to get that figured out. So I apologize. So yeah, that is it. Hold on one sec. I saw that's not it. There's a chat. Hold on one sec. I'm retarded. Oops. Whoops. I'm not supposed to say that. Oh, that's what I'm distracted with. There's people in there. They're arguing again. They're going crazy on each other, fighting. So I can't do it. All right. I got a couple more videos here, I think, before we start wrapping things up.
Did we get that email?
Oh, shit. That's right. That's what that noise was I heard. That I knew I needed to check something. I did get it. Oh, wait, that's that Austin? Oh, I didn't realize it was that Austin. It didn't even sound like him.
Was that your son-in-law that called?
Yeah, it didn't even sound.
It was a regular Austin.
It didn't even sound like him to me. That's why I was like, "What? That's weird." Okay. Hold on. Let me download this video.
Probably talking shit right now. She was like, "Your dad was super dismissive to me on the phone. I don't know."
I feel like an asshole right now. I do. I feel like a total dick.
Picture how your brain would go crazy. His brain's doing the same thing.
It's great. It is
he mad at me? What did I do?
Nope. I think I didn't recognize the phone number. That's part of what it was too. I think I didn't realize his phone number had the exchange that it has. Hold on one sec. I'll have this video ready in 2 seconds. Here we go. This.
Oh, I'm excited.
This is the follow-up to the store owner. All right, so we showed that video earlier. The store owner fighting to save all his cigarettes that the guy was trying to steal. And then my son-in-law, who is named Austin, called in. I didn't realize it was that Austin. So again, apologies, my dude. Didn't realize it was you. I'm a dipshit. And he said there was a follow-up that is just as good. And he works in these kind of places, so I'm sure he worries about retail theft. It's not retail, but I'm sure he worries about getting robbed and having to deal with that kind of stuff all the time. So he was probably excited to see the beatdown, and then all right, here's the follow-up video.
If you don't call police, let him go. You want to let him go? He doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have a gun. He's lying. He's lying. He doesn't have a gun. You don't have a gun. You have a gun? Do you have a gun? He's lying. Let's let him go. Come on.
Bust it. Put your fucking hands up then.
Okay, come on. Okay. No, it's okay. Okay, no more. You know no more. No more come here, right? No more come and do that, right? Brother, please. I'm your brother. Right? No more do this, okay? Let's go. No, let him go. Please, no, brother. He had a problem with you? He owe you a lot of money? He owe you a lot of money?
Look what he did in my store. Yeah, fuck
He
you.
owe you a lot of money? He owe you a lot of money?
Well, that is the mop
Please
thing.
let him go. Come on.
I can't walk.
No, you can. Let's go. You better walk tonight.
I can't.
You better walk tonight. You better walk tonight. Let's go.
I can't believe they let him fucking go.
Okay? Don't do that, okay?
He's gonna come back and beat the shoot your ass.
Can I get a soda? Please.
No, wait, what?
You're telling me when you do this shit, you want to sell. No.
He just had us for a soda.
Get the fuck out, man. Hold on. Hey. Just be cool, man.
Oh, that's great, Austin. Good job. Thank you for sending that back. I love it.
Can I get a soda?
I know. What a bunch of fucking idiots for letting him go. He's going to come back and shoot your asses or something.
It's New York City. It don't matter anyways. He was going to get an appearance ticket and let him go. He comes back to the store anyways. They're doing it. It's no difference whatsoever.
I guess you're right.
That was thousands of dollars worth of cigarettes too. Figure $15 a pack in New York, $18 a pack in New York City.
Oh yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot for sure. That's my point too.
He stole only one brand too.
Well, maybe two. That would be really cool of him to put some of those back though. Let's see. Which one do I want? Oh, I got a couple racing ones for Brap. Brap was pissed off I hadn't talked any racing, so I do have a little bit of racing here that I'll show you. There's this SRX Camping World Series that I'm not really sure how I feel about it. The cars look kind of boring to me, to be honest with you, but I'm sure like real race fans will tell me why they're actually really cool. I'm not really sure. Let's see. What did I just see here? Mud Skunk threw in a super fan donation. He said, "Come on, everyone, ante up for August." All right, thank you, I appreciate it. Ante up and getting that another dumb fantasy football league. And Charlie said, "You better walk tonight." All right, so here is a little bit of racing action for you. This is from that NASCAR SRX series, which is like a I don't know. Tell me, Brap Attack. Oh, really? 1 year ago today was the flood, huh? Interesting. Well, hey, shit happens, right? Shit happens. Whatever. That's why I gotta work tonight. You better walk tonight. There you go. Let's see. Scott said it too. You better walk tonight. He threw in a super fan donation too. That was good stuff. We'll have to. I'll see if I can pull the audio of that so we can just have that ready to go. So you better walk tonight. All right, here is the racing clip that I was talking about from the SRX series. It actually starts off with, there's some controversy because there's an open wheel racer, this guy named Paul Tracy, who's kind of a nutbag and kind of a loose cannon on the racing circuit. He just kind of pushes his way around the track a little bit. He's an open wheel racer. And now that he's got a closed wheel car, these SRX cars, I think he is enjoying doing a little bit of rubbing. So it starts off with he's actually been suspended for something that you're about to watch. He's great. You'll see what happens, and I think it's actually pretty bullshit. I don't know what's happened the rest of the time with this guy, like leading up to this race. So it seems like there must have been other incidents, but we'll play that here in a sec. Let me grab this phone call real quick. Hi, you're on another dump show. Who's this?
Hey, this is Mike.
Hey, Mike, what's up, dude?
Dude, I can't believe. All right, so apologize.
It's okay. What's up? I got you quick. It's okay. It didn't ring long. What's going on, dude? I try to grab them real quick while they're ringing because they just shut off sometimes. So fuck it.
Okay, I had to get off of Bluetooth. I apologize. I was on Bluetooth.
You're okay.
Dude. So Bubbles the Lion in chat.
Oh, hey, dude. Welcome.
Yeah. No. This is actually like the second time I'm actually able to catch your live show, and been a fan for a long time.
Nice.
Mikey, love you.
What's up, buddy? Love you too.
Don't freeze up. Take a deep breath. You got it. Take a deep breath. You got it.
I kind of hit the lavender, and I kind of forgot where I was going with this.
Where, Bubbles Lion? Where are you from?
Lafayette, Louisiana.
Lafayette, Louisiana, and you're a lavender user, and you are not one of my correspondents. I don't believe that we have anybody from Lafayette, Louisiana.
I honestly kind of, I was upset about that. Why is there nobody from Louisiana on that list?
Because it's up to you. I always tell everybody, if you want to be a correspondent, you gotta rep your city. So you gotta email me and let me know that you're a toker. Just send me a picture of yourself and send a picture of that way I can like show everybody what you look like. Unless you want to be anonymous, which is fine. But I have usually, so here's my correspondent map, dude. I got, if you're watching, I got people all over the country who are representing, and you're down here in Lafayette, Louisiana, right there. We could be adding your name. All I got to get is an email from you. I'll pencil you in for now, Mike, Bubbles Lion. But as soon as we get an email from you, and anybody that wants to be a correspondent can email me anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. And just let me know, like I said, send a picture of yourself, send a picture of your lavender so I know what you're working with and that you're legit. And then I will add you to the correspondent list. It's just that simple, Mike.
Oh, I'm going to have to do that.
All right.
We were talking, y'all were talking earlier about the theft. And I used to work at the mall down the street from here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually got robbed of a couple pairs of shoes while I was there, and same thing. If they stole less than $1,000, it was a simple ticket. So the people would steal, and if they got caught, they would get a ticket. But you'd see them back in the mall later that afternoon. Stealing more shit, I assume.
That's why it was such a great feeling to me when the person said, "Don't worry about it. It's not your job. We don't even have security to worry about it. So just don't worry about it at all. It's all corporate would prefer you didn't intervene at all." I was like, God damn, that's so awesome. Thank God. But were you like Mikey? You have that corporate loyalty where you felt like you had to stop them?
We kept a bowl in the bathroom over there, so nobody had much energy to chase after. You'd walk in and the store smelled so good, and it didn't matter. It was a great, for the 2 years I worked there, it was the best smelling store in the mall.
That's hilarious. I'm surprised they let you get away with that in the mall because, well, I did that in a strip mall at least, so not an actual mall. But I remember I used to get so high at this video store I used to work at. One time I had a customer come up to me while I was running the register, and he just looked at me and he goes, "You got everything under control in here?" I was like, yeah, man, everything's great. What are you talking about? I feel great. And then he left, and I realized I had my sweatshirt on inside out as well. So it was just a double whammy. What a complete dipshit I looked like, for sure. Well, Bubbles, Mike, I appreciate you calling in, and I'll keep an eye out for your email at anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, and we'll get you added to the correspondent list, my dude. And thanks for calling and telling your story.
That sounds great. Hell yeah. Mikey, love you. Dumb,
Easy, buddy.
dude,
Yes.
you're awesome. Keep it going.
I will. Thank you so much for saying
everybody
that.
in the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good night.
Hell yeah, good stuff, Mike. I appreciate it, dude. Yes, shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are the best. You guys have been so fun tonight. I appreciate it.
That story qualifies him to be a correspondent for me.
I know, yeah. As far as I'm
in the bathroom.
As far as I'm concerned, he is one. I didn't want to make it like everybody, you just get it because everybody else had rules. So you know how people get. Well, I had to send an email. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit.
Yeah. It's always nice to see what somebody's smoking on, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of fun part of it too. Anybody can say they're getting high at work. I want proof you're getting high at work. Secret ADS mod. Diligently at work in their modding tonight. I think I saw a couple retractions. God only knows what those people were up to, what they were saying. Heavy-handed modding. I'm just kidding. She does a great job. He does a great job. Which is it? Anyway, love you, dumb, and all my dummy fam. Happy birthday to Carrie. Finished my training for my promotion with a 95% on my assessment. Cheers all. Good for you, Secret ADS mod. Congratulations. I'm very happy to hear that. I hope, I know there's another person, speaking of people who've completed their training, my future son-in-law, Austin, he completed his training at his job and he's moved his way up to where he could, I believe, run his own stuff and he could operate and I believe own his own stuff. So a lot of hard work paid off for that kid. So he's not a kid, he's older now too, and he's got his birthday coming up on Monday. So very proud of that young man. Good for him.
Nice.
Yeah, my daughter did a good job for sure. Rob Meister, super fan donation in there. He said, "Happy Friday, everyone. I love you guys." Well, hey guys, I appreciate all of you guys so much too. Thank you guys. Oh, Ligma. Got me. All right. Thank you, Blue Wolverine. You got me. I just read it right off the rip. So you got me. Nuts. Son of a bitch. So, all right, guys, I think we're probably coming to the end of the night here. I'm getting tired. I got a long day tomorrow. I got to work I got a big wedding tomorrow, almost 300 people tomorrow. So it's going to be a big fun event. I can't wait. I love the bigger the better as far as these weddings go. I don't mind doing little tiny ones by any means. Those are fun too. But when they're like huge like that, oh my God, we can have so much fun. There's some, it's a mixed race wedding too, so I believe there's a lot of the family there are going to be Mexican. So I'm going to be playing a lot of Mexican music and stuff like that. So that should be fun. I love doing that kind of stuff. They gave me some like traditional songs they want me to play.
Nice.
Yeah, I always love when that happens, when I get to do, because then it makes me work a little bit more, because I got to like figure out, because without having to shoehorn them in, because you can't put like a Mexican dance song between Flow Rida Low and Usher Yeah or some shit. Not that I would necessarily play those back to back, but that kind of song, you know what I'm saying? You can't shoehorn Suavemente in between the two of those or whatever. So it's fun to try to find a way to transition in and out of those. And maybe you use a little bit of Pitbull and his Latin stuff to kind of segue from the rap to that and have a little fun with it. So it should be a good night tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. They got lights and stuff. And no ceremony. It's just a reception. And so that's
just straight party.
That's the best for me, because those ceremonies give me straight anxiety. But the receptions, man, that's just like, I could do a reception with my eyes closed and my hands tied behind my back, because even if you mess up, you can kind of ad-lib your way through it. Ceremony, you mess up, you fucked up somebody's wedding. You can't talk. There's no fixing it. You've just fucked up. So it's so awesome when when I don't have to have that. It's so little stress tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, if you're Mexican, shoot me some songs I should play. Email me, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. Give me a little extra love here. So let me see if I had any other videos to end with.
In the meantime, I'm about to order some food. I need a suggestion here. It's down to either a stromboli or a calzone. I'm already getting an appetizer of some breaded raviolis too. So
okay.
That's the first thing that's coming. But then I can't decide between stromboli or calzone. I haven't had a stromboli, like a good one, in like 15, 20 years.
Do you like lunch meats? Because you got to like lunch meats for that. And I'm not a big lunch meat guy. So
well, I mean, it's just got ham in it for the lunch meat. Other than that, it's pepperoni and Italian sausage.
Yeah, pepperoni's lunch meat to me.
Pizza pepperoni? No.
It's just I don't like that kind of cured meat shit a lot of times.
Oh yeah, I remember we talked about that before.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan
So
of it.
calzone isn't up your alley either.
Only if I could stuff it full of like weird shit, like a chicken Alfredo calzone or something like that. I like those.
Oh,
those
no,
are good,
I
like those fancy
traditional.
ones. Lots of
More
ricotta
traditional,
cheese. I want lots of ricotta in my calzone.
Oh yes.
So that's why I would say calzone, because you'll get ricotta, and I love ricotta cheese. Man, that's so goddamn good.
I do love a calzone. I haven't had one of those in a few years, but I get nervous. I'm not sure if it's a fried calzone or it's baked in the pizza oven. Because to me, anything baked in a pizza oven is a stromboli. I don't give a shit.
I never had a fried calzone. It's always cooked in the pizza oven that I've had.
I've only ever had fried calzones.
Oh. Well, I had the like the Mexican version of fried calzones today. I had empanadas. Now, I'm telling if you live in the Cleveland area, you have got to try Half Moon Bakery. Their empanadas they make these things, they're called a chicken Guatemala or a beef Guatemala or a chicken Argentina or a beef Argentina. And they're these open face empanadas. So just imagine an empanada, but open and filled with like pickled onions and pickled shit and like slaw and all this deliciousness.
Yeah.
Almost like a taco, but
Talk
with
slower.
an empanada shell. It's so fucking good. And then they give you this stuff called avocado ajo. And it's this little green sludge. It looks like straight snot. But it is so spicy, but so flavorful and fresh because of the avocado in it. But whatever pepper in it makes it so hot. Oh my God, it's so good. So yeah, if you're in the Cleveland area and you've not had Half Moon Bakery yet, get it. It's downtown. There's one downtown and then there's one on 25th. And I'm pretty sure they do the empanada. But the one on 25th is called Bella Bakery. It's confusing, but I'm telling you guys, look it up. Half Moon Bakery. It's
You got me
so
all
good.
fucked up now. I don't want a calzone or a stromboli. What the fuck?
Dude, I know. I'm sorry to blow your wad, but I had it before the show. I'm trying to eat.
I'm gonna be on Uber Eats looking for empanadas now. I'm gonna hop on Yelp and search best empanadas in Rochester. I need an empanada now.
There you go. Well, I'm trying to eat before the show to give myself a little energy because I noticed I was starting to run out of gas about halfway through. So I was trying to eat ahead of time, and then I'm not up forever waiting for food too. So I had sushi yesterday before the show. It was okay. I wasn't really thrilled with it, to be honest with you. I tried to go not fake sushi with a little bit of like without all the fried shit in it, and I just didn't like it as much. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm such a fake sushi guy. That's all there is to it. Brap wants the racing clip. Thank you, Brap. Good call. Here is the racing clip. Secret ADS mod sub. Everybody sub to at Cricket Orchids and Area Suite after the show. Yeah, go do that. Go hook them up. Go hook them up. Go follow them. I like those people. All right, so here is that racing clip going back. Paul Tracy suspended for this wreck that happened. Before the wreck, you're going to hear Kenny Schrader, former NASCAR driver and now SRX driver. I think this is like where the retired NASCAR people, basically.
Yeah, this is on Thursday night, right? This is like the Thursday night racing.
Yeah, and they have the kind of weird looking cars with the big huge wing on the back of them.
Yeah, they're all just modified stock cars. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's pretty much levels the playing field, and all the cars are the exact same. It just comes down to driver skill.
There you go. So Kenny Schrader starts talking here about what he thinks about Paul Tracy's racing skill, and they'll show the wreck in there as well. So here you go.
Walk us through it, Kenny.
I'd like to see it, but I'm pretty sure green had black shoved into the outside wall.
So here you go. Paul Tracy's in the green car coming around. I don't know. That's questionable.
I'm gonna run another race with him. I'm done.
All right, Kenny Schrader.
I don't know, man.
Here tonight.
I don't know. You think? I mean, he's got the nose out ahead of him.
The white right now. He comes up. He makes contact in this lane right here.
You know what? I missed how low he was, actually. I missed how low. But, they are all kind of little. He is way low, man. He's almost got all four tires over. He comes around. I feel like at this point where they're at in the turn, I feel like the guy in the black should give up the spot. You know that the guy in the green's coming, And if the guy in the green at that point is already, he's either too tight or he's able to not turn down, I don't think. But you think he done it on purpose and rode him up into the wall, Mikey?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, man, I don't
that
know.
car only moves a lane and a half over. The green car goes 4 lanes.
I guess if you look at it like that, I guess you're right. I didn't really notice that. You're right. He does go literally across 4 lanes to go into him.
He just runs out of track. He took that corner too fast, too low. And then he comes out of the corner with too much momentum. He doesn't want to hit the brakes, and he realizes, there's a cushion between me and the wall.
And I'll just use him as the cushion.
Yeah. But
Yep.
it didn't work out because his nose was too far ahead of him.
Yeah, and he hooked him. So I don't know if you heard that there. Kenny Schrader says, I'm not running another race with him. I'm done.
Schrader frustrated here tonight.
So that is, so there's Kenny Schrader talking about it. And then here is actually Paul Tracy commenting on the, hold on, what did I do here? Hold on, I lost my page here, guys. Sorry, guys, I lost my videos. There we go. And P for Paul. All right, here's Paul Tracy, the guy that was driving the green car, commenting on it himself.
Well, I mean, it was end of the race, 10 to go or so, and everybody's now running hard. And Newgarden and I were, just, he wasn't willing to give up the position on the outside, and I had half a car length in front of him, and we just got hooked up, and he hooked me, and that was it,
What did Kenny say?
He didn't say anything to me. He just said, who hooked you? And I said, I think it was Newgarden, because that's who started next to me, and that's all he said. He didn't say anything other than that.
So that's him.
That's like Mayhem from the Allstate commercials.
He does kind of like an albino version of him. So he does. So after that race, he ends up getting he's suspended indefinitely for the rest of the season. So they held a race. I don't know when the last race was, but that must have been like a week or so ago because they've had another race since. And Tony Stewart commented on it because he's also part of this league.
The great thing is I'm really proud of everybody. This is a very technical track. Man, they did an amazing job. I mean, the amount of people that were here just to watch practice was phenomenal. Exceeded our expectations, but to see how amped up everybody was, I mean, the atmosphere here was amazing. So definitely the right choice to come here for sure, and one that we'll look at trying to come back to again in the future. Good thing is the guys don't have a bunch of carnage to fix. They can kind of, they won't have an easy week because there's still a ton of work to do to still fix cars from 2 weeks ago. But at least they're not going to feel like they got a cinder block tied to their ankles and they're in the middle of the ocean right now.
And on that note, you guys were just down to the one backup car. How important was it to not only put on an exciting show, but a clean one?
Real important. I mean, I had to go to a couple guys and say, listen, I mean, something happens and 2 of you crash, then I'm put in a bad spot of who do I put in the backup car. So I think everybody paid attention.
This is boring. Where does he talk about Paul Tracy?
I think the race, it was a rough week for our series, and even self-inflicted with our own staff. I mean, we had a brand new car run 2 laps and go into wall yesterday because throttle stuck. So it's not been an easy road these first 4 weeks, but like I say, they don't have a huge drive to get down to Eldora.
All right, enough of that. He's not even talking about him.
God,
you made it sound like he was going to
talking about his brand.
Yeah, no, I read that. I literally was tagged completely different, and half the times I only watch the beginning of these things just so I know what it is, and then I can actually react to them.
Natural reaction, yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes you get something like that where it's like it's just a bunch of gobbledygook that's not about anything that we're actually talking about. So fucking annoying. All right, Brad, you got your racing clip in. And let's see. Crooked Orchids and Superfan donation from her. Thank you so much. Love you, Dumb and Mikey. Thanks for the show and the chat tonight. Thanks to all you guys. I appreciate it. It was, yeah, I know Nugget Man said I completely zoned out on what he was saying. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I'm supposed to be fucking hearing about Paul Tracy and I got nothing. So, yeah, I know he owns the SRX series and doesn't he race in it too or whatever too? I thought he had something to do with it, but other than owning it.
Sounds like he owns all the teams in it too. And he's providing all these cars and he's just inviting these racers to drive. That's why he's saying if 2 of you guys crash tonight, I can only throw 1 of you in a backup car.
Well, what does that have to do with that guy? It doesn't. That's what I don't understand. Like it said.
No, that didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, that's what that was my whole point. It's supposed to be about fucking
sure
Paul
he'd be
Tracy.
mad at that Tracy dude for wrecking cars if you know what I'm saying, if all the money's coming out of Tony's pocket or their investors that own the show. I'd imagine they don't like those cars being used as bumper cars, and that's why they've got professional race car drivers on them.
That's true, but the clip actually was supposed to be him saying how they actually missed Paul Tracy, and because but for whatever reason they didn't say it. Didn't really, no idea what the fuck that answer was.
Didn't say much of anything.
Nope, exactly. So, all right, guys, I'm going to learn a little bit more about SRX because you guys seem to know more about it. Perhaps that it's an invite series, basically. So, yeah, he races the series and owns the cars. That's what I thought. I thought he was in there too. So, all of you guys, Mikey, I'm going to let you go, man. We're going to wrap things up. I got to get to bed here because it's getting late. So, I appreciate it. Have a good weekend, man. I love you, bro. Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the text today. I appreciate it.
Of course. I'm glad you're okay, man. Adios. Alrighty, guys, that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. If you've not already taken a second to hit the like button, please do that. I really need everybody to hit those likes for a brother. It's really important that everybody does that. If you're not already a member of Another Dumb Show, please hit that join button for a brother. That way you can help support Another Dumb Show, and we'll be here streaming for you all the time. We are going to wrap things up. Like I said, I got a wedding tomorrow, so I'm running out of gas, and we got to get to bed here. I got lights to plug in and charge up. I got a little bean arena I got to play with and wrestle with and see if maybe we can get one last little frisbee try in before bed. And then we'll call it a night. So I'll be back live on Monday, and hopefully I will see you guys here with me. If you've been participating in happy hour, you guys know the rules. No going anywhere. Stay home. Park the truck. Park the car. If you're hitting the lavender, just park your butt on the couch and just call it a night. Start unwinding and end your week the right way. Hey, I posted a couple clips today. If you guys haven't had a chance to go back, if you haven't seen those episodes, you want to go back and watch a couple clips, make sure you go back and watch some of those highlight clips. And when you watch those highlight clips, make sure you hit that thumbs up for me too, because I do appreciate you doing that. Because the more you do that, the more those videos get served around. And next thing you know, it could be like Kai Sental or whatever the hell his name is, and we could be having huge mob scenes in downtown Cleveland like he had here today in New York City. So that's going to wrap things up for us tonight, guys. I am out of here. See ya.